We, you and I, have a responsibility towards each other and ensuring a better tomorrow. So let's harambe in the true sense of the word and be the dream and the hope of the slave. Both Natasha and August shared some wise parting words on this culture of corruption that we're perpetrating. Listen up.
We heard about Minister Ngitima, who was in an unfortunate accident. And I'm happy for Minister Ngitima that he survived that accident. But I'm actually happier for one reason, that we know that the content of his boot is nothing else than corruption. He had millions of Namibian dollars in his boot, and even ordinary citizens like you and me were caught with $300,000-400,000 in our boot. We would have been made to account for it. But this very high public servant under the auspices of Honorable Mr. President Hage Geingob survived it scot-free. He wasn't taken to task. Nobody inquired about where this money come from. And under those circumstances, it is very difficult to say that President Hage Geingob is avidly fighting corruption, or is giving meaningful action to what he promised us he would do once he assumes office. Anybody who thinks that if I'm working for 10 hours and I earn 8 rands per hour, for 10 hours, 80 Namibian dollars, and there's another fellow who simply doesn't do anything, he's 23 years old, he withdraws $500 or $5,000 from the ATM machine, and the slip that he leaves behind, audaciously so, shows that he has a balance of 6 million Namibian dollars. And I know for a fact that this little boy, he flunked high school, he didn't finish grade 10, but he's a multimillionaire. How do I encourage people to really work hard and to aspire for a better living? The high rate of crime is directly attributable, or to rephrase, is directly proportional to the leadership and the intentions, the way the leadership lives, the way that they seek to curb crimes in this country. To be selective and to simply punish X and Y, and to omit a leader like the one who was caught with millions in his boot, is an indication, a wrong indication. It sends a wrong indication to the youth that working hard doesn't pay. You can get money the easy way in Namibia. That is the message that we send out, and it is wrong, because hard work should be the message that we send to our children, to everybody that aspires for an honest living. Hard work pays. But the contrary message is what our leadership sends out. Everything starts with the leaders. Everything starts with the leadership of this country, and everything ends with it. If the leadership are exemplary, the followers would be exemplary. But if the leadership are constituted of petty criminals, petty thieves, that steal public funds and put in boots and overturn, and nothing happens to them, what do you expect of the ordinary citizen? Do you think they would be encouraged to work hard for 8 rands per hour like the security guards do? Or would you expect such a security guard to in cahoots with criminals? Ne? Rob the very place that they are guarding? That is the pattern of behavior that we are creating in this country. So the high rate of crime is directly proportional. It's directly attributable to the leadership that we have in place. Whenever there is an opportunity in which the public purse is to be used to fund a specific project, the leaders of this country don't see it as a necessary expense to be paid. They see it as an opportunity that they can take from, that they can use and say, well, we pay you, instead of $5 million, we pay you $30 million, so we can share the $25 million. And as long as that stinking mindset prevails in this country, we will remain in the red. That's another typical example of how unauthorized funds were taken to pay for law firms without any authorization. A little fellow called the Attorney General decides that, yes, this money must be paid to this company and it's already been decided. And the Minister of Finance must just rubber stamp and agree to it. Where do you get that? It's absolute lawlessness. It's chaos in cabinet. And the reason why the current state of affairs prevail is because each one in cabinet live in a glass house. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. Because if you throw stones at me, I can also throw stones at you. Now, unless we get rid of those guys, all of them living in glass houses, we will have people that can throw stones. Is our president able to throw stones? I'm asking you, does he live in a glass house? Because you need to not live in a glass house in order to be able to throw stones. The basic question to be answered by these people of this country is, we must have a leadership that do not hide and live in glass houses.